today's class is about null space. Actually, I thought how to teach this class because now we have an online class, and I dislike it. I spent about 2 days, and in the end I decided that it's better to provide you not the material itself, because in this case it will be just like Goblin translation, because we have a lot of videos, we have a lot of material, and just again paraphrase this material. So I decided to give you the guide how to study this material by yourself. I also provided you home tasks, and after this, during these basic steps, you will handle this material. So first of all, it's lecture 6 from Dilbert's rank. If you open it, so he explaining this material is, for me, you already know that it's quite nice material. It has subtitles, it has everything, and he will give you the core idea. What is it? Actually, Holodov should do it, but if you didn't visit his class, you can watch this video and it also will be helpful. The second stuff is Han Academy, null space. As for me, it contains a quite good case study to calculate how to calculate null space, not just the theory itself, but the way how to calculate it. So they have such example. He will explain you what does it mean column space, null space, how to find this, what does it mean pivot points. Actually, also Gilbert explained this. How to find this, how to write it, and so on and so on. It's about 25 minutes. I recommend you to just try to repeat his movement. So he did it. After this, try to do it by yourself. The next one is matrix algebra for engineer. I recommend to watch this course for other classes too, because it doesn't contain a lot of theory. It's just about practical stuff for engineers. He also provides another example. It's faster because this video only about 12 minutes, and he explained this how to solve this. And we're receiving the base of null space. After this, you have to read the book Linear Algebra Application from Dilbert's rank. It's PDF pages, because we have real pages and PDF pages, so it's PDF pages. And in this case, you need to understand the concept of. Wait a moment. Sorry, it's not this book. This book. So starting 2-2. We have complete solution and we have a partial solution. You need to understand what is it, how it works, and you need to get this picture. So there are 10 pages. He also explain you how to use AGLA2 decomposition for such purposes. What does it mean? Pivot variables and free variables. Again, you will read it, and I hope you get how to receive this complete solution. Actually, it's quite important stuff, at least for robotics, and I will explain it on next few slides. After this, you need to understand the application from the next few slides and make home tasks. In this case, it seems that you will get this material. When I came to Innopolis, I will prepare a quiz for checking that you did all the stuff and you get AGLA2 decomposition and null space, so be aware about it. After this, thanks. So I want to show you a video where the null space can be used. I don't know how it would look like in Zoom, but the goal that you may see that our manipulator, it's a manipulator, and it have 7 degrees of freedom. In let's say, when we're talking about free body, we are talking about only 6 coordinates. So we have redundant system. It means that we have more joins than we can, how to say, handle in terms of variables. In terms of variables, we have 3 positions, x, y, and z, and 3 angles. It's alpha, beta, and gamma. When we have more degrees of freedom in robot, we can have the same orientation, has the same position, but our manipulator can move. And it can be seen in this video. So our manipulator won't move. I mean, our end effector won't move, but the manipulator itself can move. And such feature can help you in collision avoidance and in some optimization techniques. It can be helpful in underactuated robotics like cable-driven robots. In this case, we also have null space and we need to optimize it. I will explain more in terms of theory. So in this case, as I told you, we have joints and we have tasks. So in terms of task days, it's Cartesian coordinates, for instance. Joint space, it's about manipulator angle. So we have revolute joint, and it will be our joint space variable. Jacobian, I don't know, have you studied in linear in analytical on math analysis? But you will study it soon. And it helps you to make a matrix, which helps you to go from one space to another space. In our case, from Cartesian space to joint space. In our case, we have more joins than tasks, and we will receive null space. As you remember, I told you about full solution plus partial solution. So in this slide, you can see this. So we have Q dot, its joint position velocity. We have partial solution and null space. Null space appears because it's our solutions when we have Jacobian multiply on Q dot equal to 0. Or in geometrical view, it looks like this. I won't spend time on it because you can start to understand this. You can start to get what's going on there only after the first step. You don't need to understand the full theory, of course, but you need to get the concept, how it works. And after this, I'm providing you 3 tasks. The first task is just for calculating. You need to receive, I forgot to add some extra task. So in this case, you just need to make echelon form and write down what does it mean, what the free variables and pivot variables. The second task is to understand how to make new matrices and understand their properties. There are also some solution. And the last one is it's also for understanding the null space concept. Probably I will, and of course I provided you the answers itself. I think that I also give you some extra tasks, but I need to find them because right now either I can provide you a lot of tasks about how just to solve it, but you can make a matrix by yourself and just solve this. I want to find some interesting tasks, but not very theoretical one. So to sum up, I also provide you the Robotics 2 course from Sapienza, where I took the slides from above, and it was material from DB Strength book 2.1 and 2.2. Sum up, you just need to go, make the steps, and you will get this material. I'm sure of it. So that's it from the lecture part. Now I can answer on your questions.
What about column space?
In
Why
Dilbert's
don't
training
we
video, so column space, actually I also have one very nice video, but for understanding this video you need to also know what does it mean row space and the left null space. They used to call all of them four fundamental subspaces. And when we will cover all of them, you will get why do we need column space. Because it also have a geometrical view, representation, and how to handle this. So right now we just going from bottom up way. So not top down, but bottom up. Is the reason why you cannot get why do we need column space right now.
Thank you. Pink is asking about permutations. What is that?
Permutation matrix. Actually, it should be in your slides.
You can open Zoom and see the full question about permutation.
Okay, wait a moment. In the text?
Yes.
Okay, between rows. What do you mean by task about permutation matrix, actually? Because when I talk about permutation matrix, for instance, I had that slide on my 3 years ago, I had the slide about permutation matrix. So, source row of my matrix. When applying the method of elimination, we use permutation matrix to move zeros out of the pivot positions. Yes, in this term it can appear. For instance, I ask you, or I preparing you the matrix which cannot be solved by using loop decomposition, but you need to receive permutation matrix firstly. In this case, yes. Right now I cannot imagine some other tasks. Did you get it, Pinka? Perfect. Oh yeah. Other questions? Some of you wrote me several questions about, during the, so I made a typo in slides. Thanks for helping that you found out it. And I will, I am fine, thanks. And you? A bit tired. Okay, other questions? No, actually, I am returning to Innopolis at 7th of February, so next Monday. And we will have offline classes.
Do you have offline classes in Monday? On Mondays?
Actually, I cannot say right now because I don't remember when I have the, let's say, I forgot how it's called. I forgot when I will return to Innopolis. I don't know my ticket time, flight time.
Understood.
Yeah, so either I will combine two groups together. Because I can put the first group, or this second or first group on Monday. I forgot. So first group probably, yes, first group with the third one. You have the time slot when you can be together. I will write it later. Zayat, it's up to you. Oh, Fedor, sorry, yes. Further about the task, because actually if you want to have more practice, it's better to solve more tasks. In my case, I provided you some interesting tasks from my point of view. Of course, when you solve more tasks, it's better. I unfortunately for the task from the slides, I don't know, did they provide you answers? All of my tasks have answers, as you see. I cannot recruit a rich club in online. So it seems Unflat appeared. So you are welcome. Have a nice evening and so on.
Thank you. Bye.